Well, hello, welcome back again. Don't tell me the avatar has already broken. We just started. Okay. Are we okay, system? Because at this point I don't think it's Kalido. I think it's my system that is bugging for some reason. Okay. Chill out, system. Let me do my thing. Thank you. Okay. So, second goal of today. Apologies for that. Something got stuck in my throat again. So the goal for the second part of the stream today is for me to learn Python. I'm going to try my best so we can build something really fun for the stream. As you can see from the tabs that are already open, I'm investigating how to make an AI chatbot so we can have on stream. Not going to be something like Neuro. I can't literally pull something like that. That's way out of my league. But we can have something to interact with on stream besides me. So, yeah. I was... Apologies. Had to take that thing out of my throat. Was a bit of something, a bit of gunk from basically still recovering from being sick and from allergies, because right now allergies are a pain in the butt. So yeah, I was taking a look at several videos on how to implement offline solutions for basically AI, and how to make the speech recognition, because yesterday I tried my hand at doing it in Godot, but the freaking system failed to recognize whenever I said specific words. For example, I had it working with whenever I, for example, say, "Hey Tulip," it should basically start recognizing whatever I say next. It never recognized "Hey Tulip." Only recognized one time out of like 10. And I had to speak in a very specific way. It was really annoying. So yeah, I'm going to try my hand at doing it with Python. Everything running locally on my system. And let's see how it goes. Should be something better. I already have a video here loaded up, which is how to make an offline GPT voice assistant. And basically it uses everything locally, even the speech recognition, everything, which is perfect for what I want to implement. And regarding things like, for example, it having its own avatar and things like those, that can be done way in the future, because at the moment I just want it to communicate. Eventually I'll grab whatever it says and feed it into Koki TTS. I already have it running as an API on my server. Just needs basically it to be inputted. It receives a WAV file, and from that WAV file we need to find a way to basically play the audio. So yeah, that's the only thing that isn't explained in this video, and I'll have to find out. So let's begin. I'm going to open up my PyCharm. This hasn't been used since I left university. So yeah. So new project, I think it's pure Python. Created in not development, documentation. This is more software dev. And let's call it nighttulip.ai. Something like that. You left university? Yeah. A bit about me. I was on my second year of engineering when I started to see that it was too much for me. I entered the second year as I started to stream at the time. So this was September, October, and I started to feel really under stress because it was really difficult for me to take those classes. I basically struggled to keep up. And yeah, basically I had to juggle a lot of things at the time. I was juggling, for example, my work, the games, streaming, and university all at the same time. And that took quite a toll out of me. So what I did was, yeah, let's stop university here, and nope, no more. This is too difficult for me at the time. Hopefully in the future, maybe I can try my hand again, but for now, for the sake of my mental health, let's stop. And yeah, so basically I did like maybe, let me see, 6-7 classes successfully out of God knows how many. I was tracking on the spreadsheet and it's somewhere, but yeah. You are finishing your second year. Wow. You have really a tough mentality, I'll say, because I couldn't handle it. Yeah. But I'm just one of those guys. I basically suck at studying. I'm more of I get an idea, I'm going head first into it. Example as shown on screen. I got an idea for an AI companion for the stream, and now I'm implementing it. Out of 3. Oh, that's awesome. So you finish next year. Congrats. You're on the right path. Let me just see something. 312. Yeah, that should work. Let's do something. I'm going to put the video on a different screen and let me do shenanigans. Learning how to make an AI assistant for the stream in Python. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to browser. Not browser. I want a window capture. Screen capture. Edge. Window. Open selector. Oh. Okay, so this doesn't work. Give me a moment. OBS on Linux isn't the easiest thing to work with, as can be seen. So, screen capture, display capture. So, unless I use display capture or screen capture, whatever, it doesn't work. Okay. Let me say second screen. Open selector. Okay, that's not it as well. This is going well, don't you think? Can I do something interesting like pop out like the video or something? My bachelor is in cybersecurity and we have a law course which is much more difficult and would have to redo the exam from... Holy! Me personally, I failed. Damn. You'll get it next time, don't worry. You can do it. Honestly, cybersecurity is one of those things that I'd also love to basically learn. But more in the part of like using try hack me or something like that to basically teach me while I do it. Because, yeah, as I said, I suck at studying. If you tell me go read a book, I prefer to go watch a video about it. So, yeah. But that's me. I'm not the best student. So, yeah. Trying to see how I can basically show the video while I have PyCharm open. How do big streamers do this? Because I'm a small one and I'm already struggling with stuff. Till this moment, we did like 50% programming and 50 hacking and defense. Okay, that's quite awesome, honestly. Basically, in my course, we needed to do a lot of things. We had project management in a way. Well, there was classes about teamwork as well, programming, but in C, Python, and I think a bit C++ in the third year, if I read the curriculum right. We had math, which you might not know, but I suck at math. Like, I'm a programmer, but math isn't for me. We had physics. I also chose to basically do that at a later date, which might never come, but who knows. Yeah, basically, I think that was it. I don't remember the rest of the curriculum. So, yeah. Now, let me see how I can put the display from the second monitor at least. Okay, how are these ones done? Okay. So I'm going to guess this is a display capture that OBS is using. Let's test this. Apologies. My neck is feeling a bit sore. Must have been from the afternoon stream. Alright, second screen. Select the display. It's this one? No. This one? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put it right here. And let's make it smaller. Like up there. Let's make it like this. And now I can basically see the video. You guys can see where I'm at, and we can follow along at the same time. So, okay, basically generated me the .vnv folder. Okay. So we start with the speech recognition part. Okay. Alright, there is a package that we can use that uses the Whisper API from OpenAI. Okay. But of course we are going to do a local implementation. I've already skimmed through the video to see what would be done. Holy! That is a lot. Okay. Code. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Oh. Okay. Now I got it. Basically, he put a lot of projects from Python in the same repository. That's why it was frightening at first. Okay, GPT for all. Right. Don't know if I can. I mean, there's a Ubuntu package, so I might be able to run it. I'll say okay. You might not be able to see a lot, but essentially the code I'm looking at is the one from the video. God damn it, I hate it when it does that. Because now it's stuck like that. I need to basically go back into the browser and reopen the tab. And there. Yeah, having this top bar up here that you can't see at the moment, but basically I have a status bar up top that has all the notifications, etc. Yeah, not the wisest decision at the moment, because Windows gets stuck under it. For some reason. I'm not going to edit it at the moment. So, I'm reading through what the assistant part does. Basically runs GPT for all, which I'm going to suppose is what I saw. Yeah, that nomic thing. As for Ubuntu, and it can run something like this. Right. Internet records, etc. Okay. It loads a model that I'm going to guess is downloaded to the local folder. Oh, there's even things for timers and screenshots. Okay. Checks if the platform is Darwin. Which one was Darwin? Was that Windows? I don't remember. ITTSX3. So this is to do text to speech. No, might be for something else. It uses the engine.say. Well, it might be for the text to speech. Okay. Add characters, etc. Clean the text. And say. Okay, listen for a command. With source being sr.microphone. In my case, I might have to do a few changes because I have multiple microphones in my system and I don't know which one it will pick. All should work, but that's a gamble. So yeah. What else? Def respond text. Okay, that already saw. Source as S, print listening for commands, recognizer adjust for ambient noise. Audio equal recognizer.listen, so it listens for the commands. Doesn't have that timeout thing that I had in Godot. Okay, so it must have a way to detect when there's no longer anyone talking and basically just outputs. Okay, try with open command.wav. So it basically stores the command, stores whatever I say into a file, a wave file, and basically it then says, you said blah blah, grabs the transcription from that file and returns dot lower. Okay. So perform command. I'm guessing once it's done listening for a command, it does this. Print command. I switch this to prompt because I might like talk more with the AI instead of like telling it commands. Let me see. So if listening to task, blah blah. Else if add a task in command, listening to task equal true. Respond sure. What is the task? Okay. Else if list tasks in command, respond sure your tasks are, etc. Else if this one I already said. Take a screenshot, which uses that code up here. PyAutoGUI.screenshot. I took a screenshot of you. Okay. Open Chrome, and it basically opens the browser in his YouTube channel. That's awesome. What else? Ask a question. What's your question? Okay. So what I do is basically, if asking a question, thinking, user command. So okay, what I do for my case would be to grab this and put it up top. No, put it in an else. Okay, I could still listen for these commands, but this would be an else for me, because I'm not going to say, let me ask you a question. I'm going to say, let's have a nice chat, something like that, like trying to interact with it and see what it replies back, like maybe do some coding. But yeah, I'm thinking too much into the future. Sorry, I'm not sure how to handle that command. Okay, if you put the exit, does that. Listening for trigger word. Let me just do something. Yeah, let me go into here and set it to streamer mode. Okay, that way I don't get like the notifications. And let me, okay, I can't take out that status. Put me just as online, maybe. Yeah, it just says game dev. Oh well, let it be. Let me just see how things are on the streams. So, is the quality good? Yeah. Okay, was watching this one. Okay. Let me see if. Okay. He goes step by step on his own code. Okay. That's a bit better. But what is this space PT? Let me. Open a whisper. Okay, and the avatar froze again. Okay, that worked. Something is basically eating up some resource or something.
All this code will be in a link in the description below. If you want to download this and try it yourself, feel free. Although you will have to follow a couple of unique
God damn it.
So whether you like ChatGPT or not, they can make some good stuff. You know they're So first things first, we're gonna import a bunch of different things.
Okay, let me try to recreate that code. Assistant.py. Okay, from OS import system. From speech recognition SSR. Now install package speech recognition. Okay. Why are you... Oh, it's not from, it's import. Okay. From GPT for all. Import GPT for all. I don't have that. Install package. You're installing the package GPT for all. Make sure that the package name is correct. Yes. Let's hope that works. Okay, it imported something, so I'm going to say that it did work. Import sys. Import Whisper. Install package OpenAI Whisper. Yep, that's the one. Okay, it's installing. Let's let it basically continue. Let me just do something, because this isn't in repeat. Okay, repeat all tracks in playlist. I basically went and downloaded all the songs from that playlist in from No Copyright Sounds, so I don't have to put up with that pop-up always appearing. Was the only solution I could find, and Spotify obviously isn't working for that specific scenario. So yeah, let me see, it's still installing. Okay, while it does that, let me import time, import warnings, import Pi Auto GUI. That's another one that isn't installed. Okay, let it finish installing. Import web browser, although I won't need it. Import OS. Okay. Source equals sr.microphone. Oops. You will see me trying to put semicolons a lot. Give me some time to get adjusted to how Python works. Can I do something like a print? Okay, I can. sr dot. Can I output a list? Let me check. Python speech recognition. Output list of microphones. List all microphones connected to the system in Python. Okay. So should be something like this. How do you comment? Is it the same? No. Oh, it's a cardinal. Okay. Okay. Getting a bit the use of this. Okay. Let me install package by AutoGUI. And also, let me take out my phone from my pocket. Okay, I can see that I need to close the window because you can hear the dogs barking. Give me a second. Okay, going to suppose that's better. Let me just... Okay. Turned on the air conditioner and set it to quiet so it doesn't like get caught by my microphone. Okay, let's do this. Package resources is deprecated in API. Could not find Pi audio. Okay. Let's install it. Okay, I might not have copied it correctly. Oh. Okay, it's just Control V in this terminal. Okay. Let me see if it's just Python 3P audio. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Now tell me, does this work? Cannot find Pi audio. Again? Check installation. Okay. Why isn't this working? Pip install pip wind. This is in Linux. Port audio 19 dev. And then I need to install it via the via pip. Okay. Let's see if this works. If suddenly my sound breaks, we know something I did just broke it, but it doesn't appear so. So yeah, pip install Pi audio. Okay. It appears that that did the trick. Let's try running it again. Invalid card. Connected by dev debugger. Also lib. No such file or directory. Oh, there's the list. That's a lot. Let me grab all of this line. Copy. Give me code, please. Okay. It can be on this window. Control KF. Let me see. This is technically, I wouldn't say it's a JSON, but yeah, doesn't like it being called a JSON. Plain text. Let's do it like this. That's a lot of devices. Chrome capsule. Okay, neither of these are the one I'm using for the stream. Unless... Okay, those are HDMI. That's an analog. Interesting. It's not displaying the headphone one. I wonder why. Pulse audio. What is this considered? So should be something like this. I don't get it. What would happen if I used the the Chrome capsule one, which is the one I was using for stream? I mean, we can try. Let's use it. So 10 should be index 9. Okay. Index 9. Print source dot. Does it have something like a name? Device index, audio stream, get by audio. I wanted to basically get the name of the device, but if it doesn't let me. Okay, let's try to implement the rest of the code and see if it breaks. Or it doesn't recognize me correctly. Okay. Base model pass equals os.pass. Expand user. Cache. Whisper. Base.pt. Base model equals whisper. Should be something like that, but what happens if I don't have a model at that pass? Let me see if he explains. Yeah, I know it will be in a link. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, there is something wrong because I just heard like the audio messing up and the avatar basically broke. Let me see how the system is at the moment. Okay, there's a heavy memory usage. Steam console. What is using it the most? Okay. Rider backend, but oh, Rider is still open. Okay, let me close down a few things. That should do a bit of the trick. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff still open. Okay. How is the memory now? Half my memory is being used. Well, a bit over half. And CPU is also a bit on the usage as well. But that's because of OBS. Okay. Unity Hub 1 GB, Visual Studio Code, Stream Controller, Steam, OBS, PyCharm. Okay. Okay. Let's see if nothing else breaks. Please. Okay, there's a lot more to implement, so fsys to platform not equals. Okay, I wonder what Darwin is. Pi tts x3, import that or install it. Engine equals, yep, that's exactly it. Tasks equals nothing, an empty array. Listening, okay, those variables I won't use. Define respond text as something. Define listen for command as something, with source as s. Print listening for commands. Okay. Recognizer dot adjust for ambient noise on the source. Why is he declaring the S but then not using it? That's weird. Audio, recognize, listen. Okay, try with open command.wav wb. So write and something. Don't remember what the other one is. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Yes, but it's get WAV data. Yes. Okay, the autocomplete is kinda working with what I am trying to do. Place model.transcribe and pass in the command.wive. Let me do something. Command file path equals command.wav, and then I can just place it like this. That's a bit more organized. That way, in case I want to switch the file name, I can just switch on that variable. Okay. If command and command text print u plus, okay, I can just say like this, command text return, this appears to be, yeah, it's one too much in the tabs. Let me see. Return command text dot lower, else return none. Okay, that's the null from Python. It's none. Okay, except. So in case of an exception, sr dot unknown value error, print couldn't. Okay, that's mostly what is on the video screen. Okay, this is a bit creepy. It's almost as if it's looking at the other screen to complete. Return none. Yeah, that's basically what is next. Print unable to access the Google Speech Recognition API. Does this use the Speech Recognition API? Because that's a bit weird. Okay, def perform command. Let's leave it empty for now. Okay, he changed to S. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, figures as much. Since there isn't an identifier for the command.wave file. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I was snapping my fingers. Sorry about that. Didn't think it would be cut on stream. Okay. So, there's also a main. Eventually I might isolate this into different layers as well. If name is main, print listen for command. Okay, but this isn't the main file. I think. Yeah, it might be having some issues because of this. Okay, restart. This is a test. Yeah, it's what I shot. So, let me see if this model path. Model whisper has no attribute load. Okay, so did I see it wrong? Let me see. Whisper load model. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, that should work. Okay, model not found. Yeah. Base.pt model not found. Download model. Okay, running the script the first time for a model with download that specific model. Mm-hmm. Okay. In Python, we'll do the same. Okay. So, how do I know how to do this? So, download the model. Okay. Is it because I'm still not there? Okay. Yeah, that was what I thought. I'm jumping the shark so much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to download it into the project folder. Whisper. whisper and base.pt. Okay. Show me how to download, please. Okay. Oh. Okay, so if I do this, will it download? Yeah, it's downloading. Test. Let me see if it catches what I'm saying. Wording. Let me see if it catches what I'm saying. Are you seeing that? It's working. Okay. Okay. So, this is interesting. Let me see. It should also be in my cache somewhere. So if I go into here, cache, is there one for Whisper? Yeah, base PT. There we have it. Open in Dolphin, please, and move here. Can you now basically load this from the local folder? Let's see. So I'm going to just say, going to record this here as just a comment to say to download the model file. Okay. Are you listening to me at the moment? Can you hear me clearly? Well, I be damned. So, this is doing better than the Godot solution I was trying to implement. I'm quite impressed. Okay, so speech recognition part is working. Okay, this is basically the explanation. Oh, now it's basically to download. Okay. Let me go into here and say curl-o encoder.json. Let me just. I keep going for Control-Shift-V because I'm used to it. Okay, we have the encoder.json. And now the vocab.pb, which doesn't appear to be working. Let me try. vocab.pbe, Control V. Okay, is there something? Specified blob does not exist. Yeah. Let me go try and find it. Where do you get the vocab file? Tokenizer, blah blah blah. So you can encode. We don't have an encoding specific to Japanese, but the BPE vocabs is for the multilingual Whisper models. We're trained on the entire data set, so it will encode Chinese. Okay, that's not what I want. Alright. Okay, Whisper, What happens if I skip? Oh, there's a misspelling here. It's really BPE. Is that it? Okay, seems like something. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, ignore that. Okay. Going to suppose that's the file I want. Okay. So basically it's to prevent from like having to call open AI all the time. So should be this one, and you want me to edit. Which one do you want me to edit? Oh, TikTok token X. This one. Okay. So this file does not belong to the project. Allow editing until ID restarts.
Kind of silly requirement. So what we're going to do is just import OS, and then we're going to do the same thing.
Allow editing. Okay. vocab.bpe and encoder JSON. Let me just do this correctly. I don't think I need to basically import the OS because I'm loading it from the local path. Yeah, I'm not going to store it in the cache. I'm going to store it locally, where I'm sure it won't be lost unless I delete it on purpose. Uh-huh. Okay. So something isn't right. Import package resources, the coordinate space. Oh, TUI. I don't have the right file open. Edit configurations. Python. Okay, script. Not this. Open this one in this working directory. Pass.env files. I don't think I have any, so okay. That seems to have done it. So, does this work? Let's see. Okay, whatever I did basically kind of fucked up something. Let's try again. Hello? Oh. Okay, let's retry how our Python script is detecting our voice. Okay, was just something that It basically bugged out and thought I was speaking in German or something. Okay, hold up. Basically, I don't have much battery on my headphones, so going good. Yeah, speech recognition is now working from my local environment, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, at the moment I'm just like learning from watching a video. So basically not much is being done by me except like just copying and pasting code. Oops, I closed the model by mistake. Hello, OBS? Is everything right? Okay, something with Kalido face isn't working properly. Let me reopen it. Just a second, troubleshooting some issues. So, now Kalido face isn't working at all. That's pretty interesting. Of course, something has to break when I want to stream. Let me see. Okay, I really don't know what's going on. Let me like switch screens. Also isn't working. Window capture. This should be working. Hold up. Kalido, okay. So, for some reason, the VTuber avatar isn't working, but this is. As you can see, it's showing properly. Something in that specific window broke here in OBS. So let me redo most of my settings. Hold up, troubleshooting again. So crop left 500. Okay. Maybe 450, since sometimes my head like disappears. Okay. Let's reduce the size a bit more. Okay, that should be fine. And filters. Let me copy the one I was using. Paste. Okay, we are back. I really don't know what happened, but oh well. At least it's fixed now. And yeah, movement works fine. Sometimes OBS decides to break for whatever reason. So yeah, as I was saying, basically we now have speech recognition working locally from my machine, and basically I now will follow the rest of the tutorial to see if I can implement the rest. Mm-hmm. My neck really hurts now. Mm-hmm. Okay, now text to speech. Mm-hmm. Oh, Darwin is macOS. Alright. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Eventually I'm going to use my own solution using Koki TTS, but first let me implement how it is in the video and then we can take a look at the rest. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, now it's to basically test. So respond. This is a test. Nope. And there I go with the semicolons. Okay, so we can now implement this one. If sys.platform Darwin allowed chars equals set. Let me copy the one from the code. Okay, this part here. All right. At a given point, trade this with Koki TTS API. Okay. Trying to see if I can listen to it. I didn't hear anything. Which is a bit weird. Unless it's like really small. Like the sound, I really didn't hear anything. Okay, but we can implement this later on. Yeah, I didn't hear that. Did I use the right one? Does appear so. Okay. Yeah, text to speech isn't working with this solution specifically. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Local LLM. Okay. All right. So now begins the other part, which is the LLM related imports per se. This is speech recognition related code. Okay. And so LLM underscore model equals GPT for all. And let's say that I'm going to download that model to the project folder ppe for q4._0 ggf allow downloads equals true. What does allow download do? Allow API to download models from GPT for all.io. Default is true. Okay. So if I download this, to where will it download? Model pass. Okay. Model pass equals this, but in LLM, like this. What happens if I now do this? File not found. Model directory does not exist. Okay. Directory and LLM. Don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, was what I expected. GPT for all Python download to specific path. Consistent download location. Okay. Past model dir, so just this. And basically place it like that. I mean, if anything, I can just go into the cache folder because I believe that's where it's going to download. Yeah, there it goes. If I go into the cache folder and look for GPT for all, bingo, and there it goes. So let's wait a bit for it to basically download. And after that, basically try to import it. But eventually I might switch the model. But yeah, for now, let's download it. Let me see how the streams are going. Are we doing fine? I'd say so. Don't see any alarms. Okay. It's almost done. Okay, so now if I go into this, I can close this window and place it in here. Okay. And I'll download false. Let's say it's in LLM. And okay. Will it work like this? Name error, false is not defined. Oh, because it's false with an uppercase. Yeah, not used to that. Found not found. Okay, but I'm saying to use the... Alright, so you kinda need to use the cache folder. I see. Okay, fine. I'll play it your way. Okay. Oh, unless I like use the model path to point to LM and GPT for all. Let me see if this works. Nope. Let me see. Python get project folder, project root directory. Should be something. Okay. Should be basically this. So LLM GPT for all. Let's see if this works. Okay. Oh. Alright, gotcha. Absolute path for LLM. Because it kinda adds the model name in the front. Okay, that seemed to be... Yep. That worked. Okay, now we know how to point to the right place, and we can change the file name, the model name, I mean. I'm going to say allow download in case I want to switch up in the future. So, assistant underscore name. I'm going to call it tulip. Although normally I call it night tulip. That's a reference from my game. Eventually someone will understand it, although it's still not quite implemented. Assistant dot nickname equals tulip. Okay. Listening for trigger word equals true. Should underscore run equals true. Oh, okay. I understand. That's to basically comment multiple lines. All right. Okay. Define perform command. Tasks, append command, etc. Global tasks, global listening to task, global should run, global listening for trigger words. Okay. So this is required as well. All right. if listening to task, not that one, this one, please, task.append command, listening to task equals false, response, adding command to your task list. Oh, now I know why this is a thing. This task, take a screenshot. Okay, I don't want anything regarding this at the moment. Okay, let me also copy the video link to here, just so I know. Okay, if command print u and command, okay. Okay, let's just do it like that.
Tasks, and then you can list out all of your tasks. You can take a screenshot. You can the best YouTube channel that exists. But the new one that I added because,
If exit in command, would it be a break? No.
is called asking a question. So how this works is you can say, and then it will, if it's true, then it will come back and say, what's your question? And then you can ask your question. This here, this little thing, instructor, and what I installed. The reason I like introduction.
Okay, okay.
So I have this GCC file here. That way I can just reference it like this, which is the same path as this one. I can reference it.
Sounds about right. Let me just pass this ahead a bit. Okay. Basically, this should run equal false. Else, I'm going to say to output equals model.generate command max underscore tokens, let's say 500, temperature, let's say 1.0, and I can adjust this as needed. It's an else, right? Yeah. Okay. Print as what did I call it? Assistant name was exactly that. In here it's LLM model. Okay, what's wrong? Oh. Something like that. Respond, output, and listening for trigger words equal true. Okay, let's test that print there. Print LM model generate. Can we stop autofilling that code, please? Max tokens equal 500. Hello, how are you? Let's see what it generates. And let me sit down. Okay. Let's see what it comes up with. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How can I assist you today? Quite the educated AI, I must say. Okay. And then we have the main loop. Okay. So, in here I'm going to have to call the main. Okay, just checking that I'm doing this right. Global, listening for trigger word, while should run, command listen for command, if listening for trigger word false, else. Keep forgetting about this. Perform command, respond, goodbye. Okay, and can I just assign this to the respond command so it makes it just a single place and always outputs? So yeah, let's see. Hello Tulip, how are you? Hello Tulip, how are you? Okay, close enough. Okay, so it replied. Okay, but it's a bit finicky. But it's understanding me. I think it broke. But yeah, it basically responded to me in a robot voice. FP16 is not supported on CPU, use FP32 instead. That's why is this a thing? And what happened? Let me see. Listening for trigger word, perform command. Okay, it will still continue to do this. Unless I say exit. So, why did it break when I said something else? This is weird. Recognizer, audio, listen. Can I specify an amount? No. Okay. Oh. Okay. So that was interesting. I don't think you could hear it, but it was basically outputting a lot of code. And that's why it took a while to basically respond. I thought it was frozen, but no. It was just waiting to generate the response. Yeah. That was fun. Let's say max at 200. But yeah, the main part appears to be working. So yeah, we might have something to look forward to once I start implementing new features into it. Like, for example, feeding it into Koki TTS. Okay, so hello Tulip, how are you? Hello Tulip, how are you? Okay, close enough. I'm doing well. How are you? Let me see what it responds. I'm doing well, Tulip. How are you? Let's see what it responds. Okay, something isn't working correctly. Fair enough. I need to code a way for it to listen to more before it tries to reply. Let's see. Okay. It takes a bit longer the second time. So, let me stop that. I did it. What the fuck? Okay. So, let me see. So, essentially, it was replying to me with all of this before it was stopped. Okay, let's assign it the 500. Sorry about that. A lot of mucus is getting stuck in my throat. So yeah. Now I want to try feeding this into Koki. So Python Koki TTS API. Okay. Using high quality local text to speech in Python with Koki TTS API. Okay. Need to do something like... Okay, before I screw up anything, let me say git add all of this. I'm going to basically do a git repository so I don't like mess up something. I really don't know if this will work. Koki TTS. Okay, Python calc Koki TTS API. Python local text to speech. Let me just reply to something. Hold up. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll be done with in a second. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just replying to a message. Okay, how can I implement Koki in my project? Let me take a look at this. Synthesizing speech. How can I run this in my own code? Okay. From tts.api, import tts. Okay, from tts. Oh, before that, let me just git commit -m finished speech recognition. Git push. Okay, let me disable this screen for a bit because I need to access something. Okay. Where is the screen that has? Oh, yeah, makes sense. Git t. There it is. Create repository. Night tulip.ai. Create repository. Git remote. Git push -u origin main. Okay, that's not exactly working. I think it's because of something in here. Okay. If I try to sync, did it push? Trying to figure this out. Git, there it is. Push, yes. Okay, this one is asking for credentials. Should be something like this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, was that. Okay, the secondary screen will come back pretty soon. There it is. So it's currently pushing, and I'm going to start writing this. Import TTS. Okay. Install package TTS. Will it be that one? Okay. How do I install it? Pip install TTS. Okay. Pip install TTS. Oh, it needs a specific Python. Great. Trying to see how I can do this. Because if I need a specific Python version, Cookie, TTS, Python 3.12. Yeah, that's been a request since last year. Yeah, it's supposed to be able to use TTS. Use this command pip install. It's not supported in our fork, so this over here. Okay. And the code should be mostly the same then. Okay. Let's see how this will work. It's downloading a lot of things. Okay, this is going to take a while. I'll eat something while this is installing then. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's try to do this a bit quickly, because I'm kind of getting a lot of neck pain and would like to essentially take a break soon. Okay, since this is a multilingual voice cloning model, we must set the target speaker, WAV, and language. Okay. Oh, that explains it. Okay. Get me. So, TTS related code. List all the available models. And I forgot the part about the device. Okay. Torch. Also didn't import that. Okay. TTS, blah blah. WAV, text. TTS to file. Since this model is multilingual, etc., and language text speech list of amplitude values as output, text speech to a file. Okay. Then I need to basically find a way to play that file from the console. Alright. Should be something. Alright, so I'm going to add in here something saying this. Use the text. TTS.wav language en, and yeah. Okay, what would be the difference? Oh, I can just play this. Python play Koki TTS. Let me see. Okay, we do that. TTS model to device. TTS to file. Okay, but I want it to play inputs, outputs. Okay, not what I want. Generate audio, not exactly that. Synthesizer. Okay. That would be to save. Trying to think. How to play TTS numpy array in PyAudio. Not exactly that. Let me see what this says. Oh yeah. Basically, I return to here. Okay, that's for voice cloning. API.tts to file. Right. Demo server. Okay. Let me go back in here. So, if we use this, what happens? Okay, for now, I'm just going to say respond with hello world. We are going to do just that for now. And I'll see how the generated wave file is. Okay. Should I be worried that it's taking too long? Okay, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'm going to guess you did nothing. And I'm going to do this. Like so, text, and use that. See if we wait a bit, see if it generates the file. Okay. Let's wait a bit. Let's see how everyone is doing. Okay. I know this is a bit more of a boring stream because it's basically me just going over tutorials on how to implement stuff, but I promise it will be worth the wait once I finish this one. We just need to be a bit more patient. Though, doesn't seem like it's going to basically install this fast. Don't know if Goki TTS is the fastest at this point. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of heat coming from down my desk. That's not that good. Let me tinker around with the AC. Okay, blah blah. Otherwise, I agree. Non-commercial. Yeah, this will be non-commercial. So, yes. Okay, so now what? Invalidate escape sequence. Okay. Let's restart that and see how it goes now. Cause yeah, that was weird. Mm-hmm. It seems that It's going to do that all the time. Okay. Are you doing anything? Oh. Speaker wave language file pass. I don't know if this is going to save to the right place. So, what is speaker wave? Okay. Path to a reference file to use for voice cloning. Oh, this is for voice cloning. My bad. Okay, that explains a lot. Implementing a model. Okay. Not what I want. Synthesizing speech, text, etc. TTS to file. Okay, I just need basically this. And even still, it didn't hit this point, which makes me a bit worried. Okay, I can do that. Progress bar false. Okay. We're going to output.wave. And let's see what it says now. It's going to print me a list of models. Okay, so you have to keep in mind that the Go key takes a lot of time to load. Okay. Here TTS, we have a lot of them. Alright. So after this, you do nothing. Let me do it like this. Okay. And restart. Apologies for that. I need to put a new timeout on that Kofi streambot thing. Every half hour is a bit too much. Okay, so essentially my code breaks. Okay, let's do it in here then. Not what I want. Respond, hello world. Okay, will you do something now? And I can also turn off the second screen now. Since it's not being used. Okay, that's something different. Okay, do you work now? Okay, it's downloading the model. That's better. It's a sign of progress. Just would like to know where it's downloading to, but if I had to guess, home, cache, TTS, where's the ST? Actually, no. Kyoki, also no. So it's not downloading to my cache. Where does it save to? Doesn't say anywhere where it's saving. Must have a specific folder. Okay, let's wait for it to download. Even though it says 1 hour to freaking download this. How big is that model? Like, holy. Must be because it's a multi-dataset one. Let me stop that. And go check what the hell I'm using on that Docker session. Give me a second. Portainer. Let me see if it's defined somewhere. Okay. Containers. Which one is it? This one. Okay. DTS models en Jenny. That's the one I was using in my tests. Let's see if this is faster. Okay, going to still put the breakpoint there and wait for it to load. This is going to take a while because, yeah, a lot of things running on my computer, so yeah. Okay, still nothing. So, anyone has any funny story they want to tell? Because we are going to be here a bit waiting for this. Let me just do something to my tags on the Twitch side. Okay, still nothing? Really? Would be to be expected that this would start working by now. Let me stop it. Start it again. See if it was something with that instance. Still nothing for now. Okay, let me just finish typing a message. F10. How long will you take this time? Okay, that seems a lot faster. So, yeah. Issue was essentially that model was too big. And also that the speed was a bit slower on the other download for some reason. Whatever. Okay. So, while this downloads, what shall I do? Let's play a little bit of Electro while it's downloading in background. Going to try to minimize it to a screen. Okay, don't know why, but I have a lot of mucus coming out. And it's quite annoying because I'm coughing a lot. Okay, settings, video, windowed. Oh. Apply. Okay. Like this, we can monitor the download down there as we play. Plus one hand. Small bind gives no reward money, applies all previous stakes. Let's go. Gives a copy of the next selected tag. I'll just go. Okay. Three of a kind. One, two, three, four. Not enough. Now it's enough. And there's a flush. Cash out. Okay, buffoon pack. I want to take the gamble. Plus 5 hand size reduces by 1 every round. Plus 15 mult when 0 discards remaining. I mean, sure. Each play 10 or 4, okay, not interesting. Plus 80 chip if played hand contains a 2 pair. Okay. Select. That's a lot of pairs. Let me discard this, this, and this. Okay, that's a full house. I'm missing a jack. Speaking of which, there we go. Okay. What now to do? Earn $4 if poker hand is a pair. Poker hand changes at end of round. That's interesting. What is this? Foul, holographic, and polychrome cards appear 2 times more often. I'm going to discover this one. And level up. No, wait. I can select spectral cards. Let's see. Converts all cards in hand to a single random rank. Nope. To a single random suit. Throw one random card. No. Add file to one selected card in hand. Let's do this one. Okay, that's a lot of clubs. Let me just do something. Okay. Okay. So, have no money, next round. Select. All spade cards are debuffed. Okay. Let me discard them then. 1, 2, 3, 5. There's a flush. Hold up. Okay. That a 2 pair is enough. Let me discard these. What are the odds? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough. Another flush. And a plus 15 multiplier. So that joker comes in handy at the moment. And the model is almost downloaded. Okay, create a tarot card if poker hand contains an ace and a straight. Plus 12 multiplier if played hand contains a straight. I can buy both of them and try to do something. Let me see. Select. Let me just pause this. Okay, so I downloaded the model, but it's not doing the thing. Is it stuck somewhere? Okay, there's an output.wave file. Yeah, it kinda worked, Although you couldn't hear on stream, but it was saying hello world, but in a weird way. But for now, I'll accept it. So, now I'd like to play that WAV file. How do I do that? Python play WAV file. Pi audio. Okay. Wave.open, etc. Pi audio. Let me see if there's a simpler way. Okay, I'm essentially back to the same place. So yeah. There should be something like this. Import wave. Import Pi audio. Okay. And then pass this. Say that this will be the output wave. Crap. RB. Okay. Let's try that again. Respond. Hello. Okay, that's a loud music. For some reason it decided to freak out with the sound. Okay. While it loads. Let me lower the Palatro just a bit. Okay, that should be enough. Discard this.
Hello.
It freaking worked. Okay, and my avatar decided to froze. Yep, this time was for good. Let me reopen it. But yeah, that was amazing. It played the sound file. Let me just change this to the right camera. Okay, we are back. Alright, so essentially the code is currently working with Koki TTS, which is amazing. So I'm going to go into here and say now working with Koki for TTS. Okay, that was amazing. I can't believe it's working. But now there's an issue. How do I get OBS to capture it? Because at the moment it isn't. But yeah, you can believe when I say that it's working. Let me just test it a little bit to see how well it's working. Okay. That's all spades. And let's discard all of this. All hearts, okay, and that's done.
Hello.
Oh, silly me. No. Stop. Do this. Playing cards can be purchased from the shop. Yeah. I only have $2. Riffraff, not discovered. Create tarot cards. Okay, I need to do more straights. But yeah, next round. Okay, let me discard this. Hello, Tulip. How are you? God damn it, it didn't work. Okay, let's see what's the reply from the AI. Discard this. Still need a jack. Speaking of which... Okay, there's your straight. And the tarot card. Okay. Let's see if Koki can generate all of this text into a file. And I just felt something lag out, so this is not good. Hopefully it doesn't break the stream, at least. Let's see. But yeah, I can feel something chugging. Like the audio playback is a bit... Let me see how my resources are. Yeah! I might need to put a limit to the Koki TTS. Because otherwise I can't do anything else while it's talking. It fucking worked. So, essentially I need to try to put a CPU threshold so it doesn't eat up all of the CPU while trying to do the text-to-speech. But besides that, it's perfect. It's generating the voice line and immediately it's outputting it to my speakers. So, I'd say for today we are good. Tomorrow I'm going to continue developing this because this is interesting as hell. And now I'm interested in implementing more. So yeah. For today I'm going to sign out. So I'm going to see everyone tomorrow in the classroom. So hope you have a nice day and I'll see you tomorrow.